let's say hello to another electronic control unit, and this is probably, I would say, dinosaur again. Look, it's made 26th of August 1994, so it's like today we have it 2021. So it's kind of pretty old electronic control unit, and it's been located onto the Volkswagen Passat 1.9 TDI engine. So let's go and see. In some diagnostics probably you're not possible to diagnose these cars, but in this one, which one is Bosch, the power Birip Bosch Bosch, and yeah, definitely look, this is the Passat. It's made from August 88, which is actually pretty much old, to the March of 97. This particular is a 1.9 TDI engine, and look, we have a couple of them. Which one is in here? There's different kilowatts on them. So it's 66 kilowatts, which has been made the first ones. I don't know why these years is not matching, but it's actually, yes, this is 93 to the 97. It's engine code, look, it's 1Z. Then we have 81 kilowatt, which is a called AFN engine, which is a little bit more power, definitely. And then again, look, from the 96, it's actually even that not 1 year, they've been making again 66 kilowatts. I don't know why, but the engine code is different. And anyway, if we look on the electronic control unit, then we can see here we have a 94, and here we have the same. Look, it's from 93 to 96, so it's 1Z definitely. So we go ahead and click that diagnostic button. So we go inside. Actually, what we need to do with this electronic control unit, the owner wanted to install, he wants more power, so we need to do a chip tuning. Yes, it's funny, but it's possible. Look, there is a map sensor in here, intake manifold pressure sensor, pipe, basically it's just pipe going in, but we see inside when we open it up. We need to resolder the flashes, and what we need more, we need IMMO off, because he lost the case probably, or I don't know, but he asking for IMMO off. So we go inside of a diagnostics, it's still going, so let's wait. So then we have a choose a year, so let's go. So what we can click, actually, we cannot click that one, we can click this one. So the second one, from the 93 to 97. And what we need is serial diagnostic. Yes, it's asking for OBD, so that means OBD port. And from all the systems, let's see what kind of systems we got in the 1994. That's pretty old, yes. And it's loading in the data. It's pretty much heavy because there's pretty much programs in there. Look, so we need to go into the repair, and it's not a lot. Look, it's a OBD codes, it's an engine control, it's a ABS airbag, it's a gear control if you have an automatic gearbox, and the immobilizer, yes. But we need engine control unit 1. So, as you can see, there can be actually two types of electronic control units. It's, both of them are MSA, so only one is 12 version, which was this EDC 1.3.3, and the second version is 15.5 EDC 1.4. So that's the difference, and I think so we can try to connect and see which one ECU the Bosch will find automatically when we try to scan it. But before that, we need to plug the diagnostics. Look, we need to connect these pins to see if we can do a diagnostic of the electronic control unit on the bench mode. So we need to find the pinout. So to find the pinout, what you need to do is go inside of Syscas information, and in the Bosch there is all information, most of all electronic control units, its updates and everything, so everything is just perfect. And as you can see, we are inside of a systems, and what we need of all of them is engine management. And look, there it is. We don't need this one, we need this one or this one. So that's the thing what we need to find out now. So I think this electronic control, because you see nothing is the written on. Look, there is nothing on. You have only what it says Bosch. You have Bosch number on the top. You have some versions on there, Volkswagen number, and nothing more. So we need to find out which one is that. So we go inside and see where the connecting types is. Let's try this one. I think this is this one, correct one. So let's see, continue button, and we go into syscast troubleshooting. So there have to be, we have the fault code table, what kind of faults we have, stuff like that, and then should be somewhere a block diagram where you actually can see all the pinouts. Look, electric terminal diagrams. I just removed the old plastic to see everything better on the camera. So yes, we're going through the electronics. There is all electronic schematics. So what we actually need, all of them, we need to find where we have a plus and minuses to give a power of electronic control unit. And the main thing what we need to find, where is actually the diagnostic line. And as you can see here, it's a X2, which one says K line. And if we go inside, then we can see where it is. The pin 61. 61 is a X2, look, it's K line, so diagnostic line, where we need to connect our Bosch. So here you can see the pinout. There's a 1, 22, 47, 68. So let's count the pins. Let's connect the ECU. We already took it out from the plastic box. You have just screws all the way around. You just get it out, and here it is. So at the moment we are inside of electronic control unit with the diagnostics. I just find some old plug from another electronic control unit, but actually we don't need all these wires. What we need is the side ones. There's 3 wires on the side. I've been written on somewhere. So it's here, it's 1. What is 1, 24, 46. So these 3 are going here. Here we can see this is a minus. Then we have a pluses, 3 pluses on the side. And where was the electronic schematics? And then we have ignition. So this is for the ignition, where it was. Ignition wire, this one. This is for the ignition. And here we go, there's a 38. So if we can find even in internet, look. These are the wires, which one you need. 31 is plus. So 1, 24, 39, 46. Then you have 15, which is a 38 pin. This when ignition. So the 15 is for ignition. 30 is, sorry, the 31 was the minus. So 15 was a plus when you switch on ignition, 38, and 30 it's constant plus. From battery, 23, 45, 68. These 3 wires in here. This is the original color. You will find it on the car as well. And the 61, it says IMMO, but actually this is a K line. And here you can see the K line, 61. And the color of a K line is this one. So this you have a K line, this one. So it's 61, pin 61. So it goes to the K line, and then you have a OBD adapter. So it goes all the way around and connected to the diagnostics. So when we go inside, we can see identification of electronic control unit. So here you can see these numbers 0, 28, 1. So on the end you can see 173 is actually the electronic control unit. Look, this is here. As you can see, this is a Bosch number. So it matches. So that's kind of cool. Then we go into the error memory fault system. Look, we have some faults. Of course, these faults will be because nothing is connected. We have just end of the wires from my old plug. And yes, we can try to erase the error memory. In system not cleared, it says, so it's not possible to clear the error codes, as you can see there. And then we go to the actual values. So we can click it in and see actual values of electronic control unit, which one gives us out some. There's the RPM, pedal position sensor, injector quantity, injection boost pressure of a turbo. What we need to do, actually, we need to program out the air mass taken in. The air mass meter, we're going to program it out from the electronic control unit. Then we need the IMMO off, of course. Then we need the stage 1 as well. There's a fuel temperature because there's nothing connected. So this is how it looks like when we go all the data through. Only when we plug to the car, of course, then we're going to see all. But in this case, we can find that the electronic control unit is pretty fine. There's the actuators, basic settings. start of injection, as you can see there. We can regulate the point of a start of injection. It looks like this, and of course we can do it. So in this point, I would say the connection to the electronic control unit was pretty nice. It's a EDC MSA 12, EDC 1.3, 1.3. And the version, yes, it looks like this. So let me just plug it off from the power. And if we open it up, look, pretty nice. So actually, where is the chips located for the chip tuning? For the chip tuning, you need this one and this one. These both, you have to get them out. I'm gonna try to get them out, and you can erase their memory, taking this top label off, and you need the special light to erase them. Another thing what we need to do immobilizer off. The immobilizer is located just in here. This is immobilizer chip. Look, it's B58196. So that's the IMMO chip. And let's see how it even looks like. So you can see even this IMMO universal decoding system. This is the electronic control unit what we have. Look, pin 1, Bosch MSA. This is a EEPROM. 93C46 is a EEPROM mask. And look, this is the location. These are our chips, the long ones. One in there and one in here. It's just science on the front, so one in there, one in there. There you have a chip which one need to be get out and which one need to be read it. And then you have to do IMMO off, and then you have to get it back in a place. All other is pretty same and nothing interesting. Here you can see that's the boost pressure sensor in here. This is getting boost, so you have to always make sure this little pipe is fine. Sometimes it's broken and then you have oil everywhere. So this is the intake for the boost pressure sensor. Yes. That's how it looks like. So what we actually already done, as you can see, this one is already out, the 701 is out, and the 700 is left. So we are guiding by these numbers. Look, it's 700 and that was 701. So make sure you mark. We mark here and mark here. You can mark in an end because you have to see. You see this little bumpy thing? So this little pump have to be always in the right position. Otherwise, if you flip it all the way around, it's not going to be correct. So we put one mark in here, one in here, and two marks in here. And I show you on the next chip. So this actually I've been the same already. Get it out. Look, everything is just nice and perfect. What I've been using, what you can use, is this kind of vacuum sucker. So you just put it on, just like that, and you basically put it on the top and suck that thing, suck the out. Pretty easy. Just you can use a fan. You can use. I've been using just a solder, so pretty easy. That's one is already removed. This one as well. So what I need to do now is just pull this thing out. So if I pull it out, look, everything is nice. So let's go now and see what's the main difference is. I already the readed one. One is fully read. It's 701. So this is actually the long one is the software number. So this one, yes. This one is the software number. This one is electronic control unit number. This long one. The both of them will be the same. Both of them will be the same, as you can see. This is the same, only the software number, because this is a 701, this is a 700. Because there's two softwares in two chips, so you have to read them both off. So we already read that one off. How it looks like, I already can show you. Look, we have a DCS electronic control unit in plastic box, passenger car, 1.9 TDI, flash 701, 1994. Here you can see the software, 701. It's recognized automatically. The ECU, the production ECU, the number MSA 12. We can add in here, then this is a MSA 12, and it's 1.3.3. Correct. And this is how it looks like actually, yes. So we just click OK button. And here you can see this, we have all maps. So which ones we can use for a stage 1. Here you see there is all maps what we need to modify. We put in the 16-bit. So another thing is very important, this mask. Look, it's B58157. So what that means, if you go inside and click in here, so that means you have the masks hidden, so it's 27C512 DIP 28. And the producer is Texas Instruments TI, and we need to use this one, SMJ 27C512 DIP 28. So it's already selected. What we need to do, we need to just read button click. So after clicking read button, as you can see, it reads very fast. Okay, and here you can see this is a software read it all the way down. Look, it's full, so we just need to save it and done. Programming of a microchips. Look on this one, what it has. ST, nice. One in there, one in here, one in here, and then we just. So we are inside of a. Look, there is a stage 1. This is my original. Actually, this one got from the Audi B4 stage 1, and that's my Volkswagen Passat. So if we comparing the data, look, we have pretty nice in here. So that's the actually stage file. So in the 3D map it's look like it. So look on that beautiful 1994 what the engineers been made. This is a map actually which one controls the work of a electronic pump. So it actually gives you a little bit more of a fuel which one can be pushed into the basically into the injectors. That is a little bit more of a turbo boost. It's added plus more, so it's pretty good stage 1. We definitely gonna write that thing in. This is 16-bit map. Look on this one, pretty nice. I love that. That's the nice one. If you lift more, you can definitely get more power. I will recognize that's definitely. Look, this map is completely bit more than 70% added. So it should give us more power. So I can tell just. Let's go ahead and read this all in, and we're gonna see how it's gonna looks like. Can we push this car much higher? These I have chips. So actually what you can do, it's pretty easy. Look, this is your original. In my case, this is my original chip, and I'm gonna replace it with this one. You can erase them with the ultra UV light. When you concentrate the light in here, you're gonna erase the chip, so clear all the software out. This is one thing. Another thing, then of course, yes, you can open it up like this way. I'll already open it up, so you can using a light, UV light. Look on this one. Yes, this is how it looks like, and as you can see, there is a wave, the UV light giving wave. So that's the thing actually. You can see it in camera a little bit, but you can just, you know, face in there and just erase it. So that's simple as that. But you can use another chips like I do. I just use another chips. So I still have some left, you know, for the Audi cars. 2.5 TDI engines, ST chips, which is pretty good, ST chips. And we're gonna install them back in the electronic control unit. So now we are already removed the EEPROM. Here it is, it's located in here, so you always make sure how you're removing it. I installed already on the reader, so just mark it. I already marked it in here with the black dot. You can use some white one to better see. And actually this EEPROM is using an immobilizer, so we need to do an immobilizer off. As you can see here, we have a mask. The mask says it's a B58196. So let's go and see in the program what it is. So you can use, actually I'm using orange, you can use anyone what you like to read that thing off, and yeah, just do a IMMO off for that chip. So look in here you have the IMMO systems, and that's, as you can see, is the Bosch EDC control units. So that first one is a Bosch EDC 1.3.3, which one is the same. B58196 is a mask, and actually this is a name of the chip, and 93C46 is a mask. So there's two options. We're gonna do them both. You can do one of them, it's not a problem. There's another ECU, look, it's EDC16, EDC15. So all of them in EEPROM immobilizer can be switched off. Now we're gonna write the data into the EEPROM chip. It's already installed in. We have already a dump which one says IMMO off, and after the writing this dump in to the EEPROM, then we're gonna put it back in place, and the immobilizer for this electronic control unit will be disabled. So it says the caution, write 93C46 in, so you have to make sure you want it to do. So we just click OK button, and that's done. It's written in. To check if it's written in, you just click the read button there. It says read, and it's done. Read it pretty fast, and look, the date is the same, so that means everything was written in correctly. So we're done with that, so we just can unplug and step on to the writing of these chips, which one actually can be replaced. So we're gonna replace them with these ones. These are brand new, they are empty. So let's make sure you put it in the right side in, just like that. You see, just pop it up, it's closed down. Now you connect it to the PC, you can write it in. So the modified file is already been loaded in, as you can see. This is our tuning file, and we're gonna mark the chip. We're gonna write it on 700, and we're gonna write it in. Of course, we've done a checksums, because otherwise, if you're not gonna do a checksum correctly, the electronic control unit will not gonna work. So we marked it as 700, and now we're gonna click, as you can see here, programming chip. So we have to make sure that the chip is correct. So we look on the chip, it says STM27C512. So we need to find it in here. Look, it's ST chip 27C512 in the search box, and here it is, M27C512. Just click on it, click the select button, and then you just press the program it. So all correct, just click the program button. And it's programming it, so going pretty nice. It says run, power on, everything is pretty fine. So we just keep writing in. The writing time is a little bit more longer, but it's not a bad. Verifying code memory, programming successfully. So we done the chip 700, and we have to place where it was. So the chip 700 is being located here. So we just put it in here. What you can use a bed. How it looks like inside. It's installed in. What we need to do now, we just need solder another side. And the same we're gonna do with another one. One more thing what you have to know to check if the chip is a blank. So if the chip is empty. So in that case you go in here and just click that button, blank check. So go in there and just click the blank. And here it goes, the code memory empty. So that means we can open it up and write in 701. Here we go, pushing in. Sometimes you need to hold it down to make a good contact, otherwise you're not gonna be able to write it in correctly. I already get bad ones. Good, programming successfully. Okay, we finished the soldering job, so you can check it. Everything looks pretty nice. This is a flash, somewhere in here was the EEPROM. Here we go, that's the EEPROM, and that's another flash. So nice, the all components, now we can work with them. The processors is okay, there's both of processors Siemens, they are Intel. 1980 made. Actually pretty old, yes, about 40 years ago, but anyway, they can do a bloody good job. All working's nice. So the conclusion of all of that, we connected to the diagnostics. We're already inside of electronic control unit. One device in this side, and then the wiring like it was before, the same, nothing changed. And we can check if everything is correct. So let's click OK button. Then we can try to read the DTCs. So perfect, it's read the DTCs. Go back. Then we of course try to clear the DTCs, but it will not going to be possible. Fault code is cleared, yes. So we will wait, and look, it's not cleaned, so not possible to clear them. It all faults going to be back again, so no chance. Yes, of course, because nothing is connected. I just got this old plug, and then we go inside. Yes, basically all that stuff. We can go like read data stream, read by list. For example, we can click some values, but anyway, they're not going to show anything because nothing is connected. So in this point, anyway, we're going to fit it on a car. We're going to test it. Anyway, in this point, I would say thank you very much for watching for this old electronic control unit of a chip tuning and immobilizer off. This is like they done basically on all of them. So what can I say? See you in the next video. Bye. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and give a like.